now we're ready to show you the steps for the pizzica first. And we'll start with the first basic step. The first step is really based on the big beat of the dance. So you want to really focus on that big beat. So it's going to be like you're going to hear it later on when we play the music. But let's show the jumping step, okay? So which is like this. Okay, so this is the first step you're going to see. Then we're going to do something I call limping step, because it's a little smaller and you really put your weight on the either on the front foot that you're using, like this. Okay, still again, when we step down, we step on the main beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can also change foot. We don't have to stay on 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the second step. Then there's a nice little variation of it's nice to include in the choreography, which is based on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as a pattern. So you'll see a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So little step up, little step up, little step up, little step. Okay, so I think we're ready to show those 3 steps, okay? We'll start with the first one, then I'll call the second, and then the third. Music. So the Pizzica is also a very good workout. Okay, now we're going to show you a few steps from the Tammurriata. The Tammurriata is the dance that is traditional in Campania, so the region where Naples is located. And it's a little more complicated than the Pizzica. The Pizzica, you saw, it's very free in a way. You have a few basic steps, and on that you improvise quite a bit. The Tammurriata is more rigid as a form. And so we're going to start with what we call, it's actually pretty much a step touch step. The main difference in the Tammurriata is that it's more of what we call binary rhythm. So you really hear this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. So this is our basic step. Now on this, our hands don't really stay here just in front. We want to move a little bit up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Yes, and now I'm going to need the help of my maestro. Can I have my castagnette, please? We don't wear them like the Spanish one either, because we put them like this on those two fingers. So, and now I'll play for you the basic groove, okay? Okay, the second step, it's slightly different because it moves not in this direction, but more front and back, okay? So we start with having like kind of a step. We don't really put the weight on the front leg. We just really point. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, on this movement, our arms need to do a certain thing too. So, up and down, up and down, and okay? So, the fact is that Tammurriata is very much of a pair, a dancing pair. So in couples, we can really dance it just by yourself. But just to show you the two steps, is for simplicity, we'll do it for a little bit like this, okay? And then I will stop the music and we'll bring the two steps in couples. There's another one that we add as a variation to those, and it's more of a, I would say, a side layer, like not so much of a turn, but it turns a little bit. So we kind of move like this. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we point one at a time, the leg and the foot in front. If you see it. There's a little bit of a rotation of the hips, like that. Okay, so let's see if we can put those 3 steps in couple. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the first one. Okay. Then for the second step, what happened is very particular because when I point my leg in front, she has to go back with her leg. You see it, right? Then we'll get together and then like this. So it's a little pendulum moment here that happens like that. Now this type of step can be front, or I could also be here. So we do this exact same thing. And we kind of start turning that, again, imaginary circle that we keep in mind. She doesn't know yet that. Already been adventurous and trying one. I'm going to teach you now, but that's good, that's good. Thank you, thank you. So what happened is that we don't only have those 3 steps. No. Something happened when the singer finishes his verse, or her verse if it's a woman singing, and holds a long note. When you hear that, then there's the moment for what we call votata, which means turning. So there are different votatas, and I like to call Alex, yes, because I know he knows. We have to really lead it with our arms. So as we hear the long note, we have to be a little closer, and the arms kind of open and kind of stays in the back, kind of turning. Then we go up, turn towards the inside, back, 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 move, 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 and then we kind of do blah, 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 a circle we call it, and then we collect, and then ha, 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 ha. Okay, so this is what happened. Pretty much, I put my hands in the back, turn, 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 up, turn, 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 stop, collect the leg, down, 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 stop here, we look at each other. Now, who's the leader is, we'll kind of decide how to get out of this position. If I'm the leader, I'll go to my right. If he's the leader, probably will go to his right, so it's left for me. Okay, that's one votata, beautiful one. Another fun votata, it's more jumpy, it's the one that everybody likes, because like, let's say that we're doing the step touch, kind of like this, and we hear da 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 right there. So in that moment, we are going to do it's kind of a skip and jump, right? And then 8 counts, now I don't know how many we did, but let's change direction, other 8 counts, and then we stop, and we do things like that. So those are the 2 that we're going to show. Thank you.